Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nobody Asked My Opinion podcast. I'm your host, Siobhan, where as usual, nobody asked my opinion, but I damn sure I'm going to give it anyway. What am I talking to you about today, guys? Before I get started, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you when you do. Okay, so what am I talking about? I'm talking about, I had touched on this for the Super Bowl, but I'm kind of going like off into another chapter. And I'm talking about Serena Williams doing her crip walk at the Super Bowl performance with Kendrick Lamar. And the only reason I'm talking about this is because Stephen A., who normally I like what Stephen A. says, said he was on his show, and he said if Serena Williams was his wife, he would divorce her because how dare she still be thinking about Drake. Now, for those of you who don't know, obviously Serena Williams briefly dated Drake back in the day. I want to say like 2010, 2011. So Stephen A. was like, well, it's disrespectful, and why is she still worried and talking about an ex? She's married, she's a mom, all this other stuff. Man, whatever. Here's my take on this. First of all, Stephen A., I want to hear your quote when Drake made a song about this woman. You know what petty is? Making a song about a woman and then telling her it's about her, and the song is called I'm Too Good For You. Drake did that. So do I think that Serena has Drake constantly walking through her mind? No. This woman is like literally one of the most successful tennis players of all time. She's a GOAT in tennis. Her husband, dude, he's like the founder of Reddit. Like, I think she definitely upgraded from Drake, right? She has two beautiful little girls. I think she's doing okay. But what pissed me off about his comment is, I feel like it's so sexist, because you want to talk petty, talk about what Drake did. And he did it. It wasn't just to her. He'd done it to other women before. And so do I think that Serena took the opportunity to, do basically an FU to Drake? Absolutely. And I would have done it too. It does not mean she has feelings for him. It does not mean she's still thinking about him. It means that she saw an opportunity and took it to her advantage to take this guy down. For those of you who don't know the song that he did, you should Google the song that he did about her. I mean, that's something that's forever, right? So her daughters are going to read that. That's forever. You have to have a good comeback, and I feel like Serena had the best comeback of all time. I mean, that was just brilliant. So I just think it's ridiculous for Stephen A. to be like, oh yeah, she's still thinking about Drake. No, she's not. That was her response, and it took her a little while, but that song was a song that took a little while in the making, right? It's not like that. It's not like there was a diss track for, Not Like Us was not out in 2010. It's out now. She took the opportunity. So I just hate that as a woman, it's like, oh, you're not caring about your marriage and your children and your husband. How do you think that looks? And it's so disrespectful. I'm so happy that Serena's husband went on reports the next day saying how proud he was of his wife and XYZ. They look like they have a very solid marriage. I don't see that guy being like, oh, I'm so worried she disrespected me. No, she didn't. Again, she didn't disrespect him. That's just my 2 cents. And I just feel like that's such an outdated, old-fashioned thing to say. And unless you made a comment to Drake about how he literally made a song that, again, is for the life of the law. That song's going to be playing on Spotify, Apple, for the rest of Serena Williams' life. It's always talked about. Whenever they bring up Drake, it's always mentioned. She deserved to have a response. Give her her props. She deserved to have a response. She deserved to have a reaction. It just took her a little while. So I'm glad that you did your little crip walk across the stage, Serena. I think you did a great job. I personally laughed and laughed and laughed. I thought it was hilarious. But let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with Stephen A? Do you think it was disrespectful? Or do you see where I'm coming from, where I'm like, hey, man, it just took her a long time. She's like a spider sitting there waiting to make her comeback. But do you think she still has feelings for Drake? Or like, do you think this is like she's still running through her mind? Let me know what you guys think. Get down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, nobody asked my opinion, but you damn sure know I'm going to give it anyway. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.